Welcome to Chillin With Chronically Happy. Chronically sick at its finest. So, I always like to check in with my bro and to see what's helping him, because I totally look at her and I care about out that he wants to potentially go to I never thought I'd hear my brother say it and help him ease into it, but also how liberating it is to feel like form you can do and feel take over, and like it's all about being safe and responsible and be ready to do something like that. I'm like, sister-in-law would be okay with him going with me and trusting me. I will be sober because I don't do substances when I go to these. And so I would totally help take care for him and make sure he doesn't do anything ridiculous or bad. Of us. I was always the troublemaker. And he always thought I got away backwards. He thought I got away with red rum. I knew what to say. We'll try to get away with things. Being honest has been has gotten me everywhere in life. Honesty is the best policy, and I don't believe in BSing people. I am not good at sugar. Brutally honest, and I don't have and my filter is not everybody's cup of tea, and friends, but it's me, but it's not all the blame on them. It takes, I guess, nothing against people that are, I'm okay with people that do, uh, you know, I want to be, uh, you know, kind. Be eye exam last week, and bought these online, but they aren't adjusted to my face very well. And I typically go for this style of glasses. Go more this shape again, or frames. These are just my blue blocker glasses that I haven't worn in forever. These are the first ones that I chose. Colors are some colors that go almost with every kind of outfit. Or should I go with something like this, or should shape, full rim, this shape, bigger shape, the half appearance of those. Then I also got these blue blocks. And then I also have these ones, which are just blue blockers. So they're really you see how I can go for the same, but these ones are nice. But for my fat face days like today, it does at cheekbones. And then right cases. I have some good cases, but I'm so glasses all the time now. I have to start being better on. But this is my very. I know. What do y'all think? Should I go some kind of colorful side? Again, comment in the section for me, please. Help me choose my glasses. Should I go for? So anyway, my list, check. I need to call this other place. I gotta message these people. I have been in so many class action lawsuits. I'm actually a suit for the military members, and I do have out stuff that I was exposed to in the military, because also my poor but being a woman, we have extra problems. Guy, my brother takes more after my mom's side than my dad. I understand some of the stuff that he's going through. Mental health and mast cell stabilizers and being on benzodiazepines. But you know, disclaimer: it's by your medical prescribing that would prescribe this type of medication. If it is a PCP, highly suggest you get a medication manager and psychiatric. know enough about the dangers of certain SSR, different metabolic certain DNA mutation, epigenetic, a lot to it. And if you're somebody like me that was exposed, my body breaking down at an extremely fast rate because boy, I had to thrash my joints down, and I was very prone to having. If I had not done the military, I would not be this worse off. Trail to be able to get disabled SSDI at this point. My military service, and you know, after I got medically discharged from the Navy, and if I hadn't gotten in medical diseases and peer review, so I know how long I have access to because I don't have a .edu. More information. So if you are experiencing medical issues and you are going through higher advantage of that and use it to your advantage of, you know how to get a Bachelor of Science, you know how, and you just got to follow the science, and I'll be, about the human body and how it all interacts with you. Why this is bothering this and why this is bothering that. Because to people, like, insurance doesn't cover, but they're the ones about the body and how the body's mechanics work. And time of working in the field for a long time, and also other people writing papers on, there is a backing to it to heal people. There's no have to pay out of our own pockets to be healthier. It's just like if you don't do preventative maintenance on your ship, the equipment that I had to use in order to use for a ship, we had to do, and things break and you have to troubleshoot it, and you have what interacts with what, how. Have ADHD interest in it, you can go down that rabbit. So, anyways, diseases in multitudes of people. I have people the tools to patient now. I'm letting you know. Be a professional. So, as an example, where did all my stuff go? This. Anyway, maybe I did change some things, but I don't know how many pages. A document that I have for every single doctor to all the OH or all the VA doctors. That extension, gastro or orthopedics, that extension won't give you those extensions because they can't. Too many veterans. I see a VA that's more rural. They're serving like a huge area, but it's very rural. So, eastern side of Washington and Oregon, they're under the Walla Walla VA system. Specific community care. And I'm like, they have the best. They have the best. Oh my gosh, it was amazing, guys. Like, they have people at the front doors greeting you. And I lived when I lived out there in my studio before tethered cord surgery. Things are so much worse than they were than the first time. I needed more discs, which I do get my next MRI next week for my middle. Or what right was right. Sorry, sidetrack. I'm so excited about my MRI being scheduled. I'm about to pay bills. I just got paid today, so the Walla Walla VA. I could walk in and go up and do an. They had like the heart, they had such social. They had a lower threshold, or I guess you've seen this VA, which was like half of what I make now with 100 being 90% disabled. And then when I'm 100%, not guys, it's not. The jump between 90% and 100 is. I have a whole other rant about that. How that other kind of talk about how this VA situation came about. And so continuation of cares, talk about how this in the community, and then call one. So here's the VA phone numbers, extensions. numbers. I see a lot of different OHSU doctors. My Medicare doctor stuff is, so then I go to my surgeries and procedure dates. I have all of my Medicare. I have all my allergies. These are all my medication allergies. The VA authorization for that's in Portland, Oregon. It's like Walla, Washington, Eastern Oregon, or Eastern Washington. Once a year to do my check-in. As y'all know from my terrible experience recently about that. It ended up going good, but like I'm still having to take care of stupid crap that every time I call them. I only tried one day. I haven't tried more than once. And these are my notes from my phone calls. Transcribe voicemails, and I'll take down the AFFF people. They said I have to call today or else my case is closed. This might be too late. I don't know. So I'm getting a hold of them, and then I need to my VA doctor to do. I got my MRI, so I'd get that next week instead of paying zero. And then the mobility scooter thing in Washington for me. That's gonna be fun. So they're gonna deal with them. It's gonna be difficult because they're probably busy as heck all the time. So anyway, I also have, and then I have my current medical care team. I heard about what they're managing for me and why I'm going to them. Billing or whatever, physical locations of all the that is what's called being a professional patient. Update my medication list. I have to update the VA authorization numbers. This. I gotta take care of that. So, anyways, all of my doctor appointment stuff written down. I have to write it down not only on my phone, to write it down on the calendar out in the kitchen, and so if I needed my mom to be a driver or my uncle to be a driver for me, it will help him. I know it. You just all. That's just my opinion. Um, I'm hoping it's not going to be this bad after surgery. I'm going to be almost a month away. So, oh, I did end up putting all my rave clothes away because it was just driving me nuts. I can't handle clutter, guys. I'm so happy my room is all like through all of my bracelet stuff. Video about that. I give y'all a recent update. That's what's happening. We all have a blessed day. I love y'all so much. One of my most recent, like 1,000 plus. She called me nasty. She's nasty. Don't go on somebody's freaking page and tell them they're nasty. Those pages to go freaking call them names and bully them. So, yeah, that's what I got to say about her comment. I'm nasty. What I think of you, nasty. All right, guys. Don't let anybody's comment. They're just jealous of you and they wish they had a channel like. I'm not that big of a YouTuber. I'm trying to be humble for all y'all that watched me till the end. So thank you very much me and follow me through my journey of life and my. So y'all get to see this stuff happen in real time as it's happening. Real life, authentic me. Love y'all.